Hello, and welcome to the Pinch of Wisdom show. I'm your host, Cleon Vera, and if you're new here, let me tell you what we're all about. This show is like that good friend who gives you advice you didn't know you needed. Insightful, practical, and sometimes with a little laugh along the way. Our goal? To help you find clarity, purpose, and inspiration in your everyday life. Today, we're diving into a topic that's hit us all at some point. Why do we make bad financial decisions, even when we know better? If you've ever spent money on something that made you cringe the second the receipt hit your hand, this one's for you. And here is the thing. It's not because you're bad with money, it's because you're human. And today, we're going to decipher the mystery behind those choices, and more importantly, show you how to take back control of your wallet. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, if that's your thing, and let's get into it. Okay, here's a scene we've all been in. You've just promised yourself you'll cut back on spending. Maybe it's part of your new budget plan, or one of those New Year, New Me resolutions. Then, 24 hours later, you're standing in line with a cart full of stuff you didn't plan on buying. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Knowing what to do and actually doing it are two very different things. Behavioral scientists call this the intention-action gap. In plain English, it's the distance between saying, I know I should save more, and actually doing it. But why is this gap so hard to close? One big reason, instant gratification. We're hardwired to value things that make us feel good right now over things that will benefit us in the future. And let's be honest, that pair of sneakers or that extra large pizza looks a lot more appealing in the moment than your retirement fund. Now here's the plot twist. Your financial struggles aren't just about you, they're about your environment. Think about it. Everywhere you look, there are cues to spend. Ads that seem to read your mind, apps that make buying stuff as easy as breathing, and limited time offers that make you panic buy things you didn't even know existed. But here's the good news. Just like your environment can nudge you into bad habits, you can tweak it to work in your favor. It's all about setting yourself up for success. All right, let's talk solutions. Here are 5 practical steps to help you make better financial choices starting today. Step 1. Shine a light on your spending habits. Shine a light on your spending habits by starting with a spending audit. Look at the last 3 months of your bank and credit card statements. Highlight the purchases that make you think, wait, why did I buy that? This isn't about shame, it's about awareness. Once you see where your money's been going, you'll feel empowered to redirect it toward what really matters. Reflect on this. What's one category of spending you could cut back on without missing it? Step 2, automate your savings goals. Here's a trick. Make saving money as effortless as spending it. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account every payday. Even if it's just $10 or $20 to start, the consistency will build momentum. And before you know it, you'll have a safety net. Here is a quick tip to consider. Rename your savings account something motivating, like Dream Home Fund or Future Adventure. It makes saving feel less like a chore and more like an exciting investment in yourself. Now reflect on this. How much could you commit to saving every month if you didn't even have to think about it? Step 3, create speed bumps for spending. You know those speed bumps on the road that makes drivers slow down? Impulse buys are sneaky. To outsmart them, add a little friction to the process. Remove saved credit card details from shopping apps. Delete shopping apps you don't need altogether. And for larger purchases, use the 48-hour rule. Wait 2 days before buying. Often, you'll find the urge fades. Here is an experience from a friend. A friend of mine once wanted a shiny new espresso machine. She gave herself 48 hours to think about it. And by the time the clock ran out, she realized her French press worked just fine. Money saved. Here is something to reflect on. What's one speed bump you could add to make impulsive spending harder? Step 4, align your spending with your values. Here's a mindset shift. Every dollar you spend is a vote for the life you want. Ask yourself, does this purchase align with my long-term goals? If the answer is no, skip it. Use your money to say yes to what truly matters, whether that's paying off debt, traveling, or building your dream business. My pro tip, write down your top 3 financial goals and keep them visible. They'll remind you to prioritize what's important when temptation strikes. Reflective question, what are your top financial priorities and how can your spending reflect them? Step 5, celebrate progress, not perfection. Here's the thing, you don't have to get it right every time. Celebrate the small wins, like skipping that impulse buy or hitting a savings milestone. Progress is what matters, not perfection. Here is a fun idea. Create a success jar. Every time you make a smart financial choice, write it down and drop it in the jar. Over time, you'll have a visual reminder of just how far you've come. Now, reflect on this question. What's one small financial victory you could celebrate today? At the end of the day, financial success isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about designing an environment that helps you win, celebrating every step forward, and giving yourself grace when you stumble. Here's my challenge for you. Pick one step from today's episode and put it into action. Maybe it's auditing your spending, automating your savings, or adding a speed bump to your spending habits. Whatever it is, start small and start today. And hey, I want to hear about your journey. What change are you making this week? Share your story with us on all social media channels. Tag us at Pinch of Wisdom, and let's keep this conversation going. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend who might need a little financial wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode filled with practical advice and uplifting stories. Until next time, stay wise, stay intentional, and remember, small changes lead to big wins.